Hello, my beading friends. This is RB Jewels coming to you from STL Handmade Jewelry and Craft Corner. Today we're going to do a beaded bezel, which is going to be part of a continuous project. I'm going to put all of the materials that you need in the description for the all intents and purposes. I will put the information down there if you used at least two different types of, two different sizes of a beaded Rivoli. In this video, I will be using a 15 millimeter beaded Rivoli with approximately 120 Delica 11 Delica seed beads and 15 seed beads, the Miyuki 50 seed beads. Okay, that's what I'm going to be using. And I will put down the information if you are using a 14 millimeter seed bead, Rivoli, I'm sorry. And you're going to need a size 12 beading needle. And you will need some fire lines, some thread. And you will need some scissors or a nipper tool. And you will need a Rivoli. You would need the Delica beads and the 15 seed beads. So I had to start the video over. So actually, I'm in the process of doing doing the actual beaded part. So of the bezel for the Rivoli. So what I'm going to do is walk you through what you need to do. You're going to take 12 inches of wildfire beading thread or fire line, okay? You're going to thread your needle. After you thread your needle, you're going to leave about a 2 to 3 inch tail. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take a 15 sew down, and you're going to create a little knot around the 15 okay? And then after that, once you do that, you're going to put 36, this is for a 15 millimeter Rivoli crystal. You're going to put 36 Delica beads onto your beading thread. Once you have done that, okay, let's put all of these aside. These are your scissors. These are the Delica beads of choice that I'm using. And this is the nipper tool that I'll be using to cut off the thread. And this is what the Rivoli will look like once it's finished. And here's one for a 14 millimeter, and here is one where I use too many beads and it's loose. So, but I'll talk about this kind of mistake and how you can fix it in another video. So we're going to put all of this aside. Once you do that, and you once you get your beads on, we're not going to pay attention to the part already started. Okay, you're going to come and you're going to put your bead in the last hole before your stop bead. Once you make that circle, okay, you want to get your tail out of the way. Then you're going to start beading. You're going to, once you come through the tail, you're going to add a bead here, skip a bead, add a bead, skip a bead, add a bead, skip a bead, add a bead, skip a bead, and then you're going to do this until you get to the point of where we are. And I'm coming out where I'm getting ready to skip a bead, and I'm going to add another bead. I'm going to do this whole video with you. Hopefully we can get it done, or get it completely done in this video, because it's a very simple project. It is a beginner's project. And when you finish, please keep your bead in your beading materials, because next week we're going to do the next step, because we're going to be building on a bead embroidery piece, small piece. Okay, so we're going to keep on going around, and take your time. Even with doing small projects, if you're tired, you will want to go and get rest. So you want to continue with skipping a bead and add a bead. And you want to pull it kind of tight, because it's going to play a role in making sure that your Rivoli fits snug in your beads. So as you can see, I'm skipping a bead, adding a bead, and skipping another bead, adding a bead. And we're going to continue this all the way around. And if this is your first time doing this, creating a beaded bezel for your Rivoli, I would suggest that you practice, and practice, because you will use them again. Even if you don't use them right away, you'll use them again. Whenever that creativity strikes, you will definitely use the Rivolis that the beaded bezel Rivolis that you have made. And you want to keep going, skipping a bead, add a bead, and I'm going to show you in a minute. We are getting ready to do the step up for this beaded bezel. So now what you want to do is you want to pull the stop bead out of the way. You want to pull that out of the way, okay? Because when we skip this bead and go into the next bead, we're going to step up, okay? We're going to step up. So we're going to skip this bead, go into the next bead. I went too fast. Go into the next bead like this, and then you can come out and go to the next bead, and that will complete your step up. Now, generally, what I do, because see how it looks flat, you want it to look circular as you do this. So I kind of like, I'll put my finger in there. And let me see, because I'm left-handed, y'all. So I will put my finger in there like this. And then I will continue to, I just switch sides. It's the same thing on this side, because I'm left-handed. So you can stay on your side and do the same thing. And as you do it, you're going to flatten it. So you want to put your finger in the middle of it. And you want to continue, because you want it to be circular, because this is what we're doing, circular peyote. Now all we're doing is, next up is called a stitch in a ditch. And all you're doing is filling in the empty spaces inside where there is no seed bead. And you're going to do this all the way around on this side, because we're going to do the same thing on the other side, but we're going to do it on this side. Okay? You're going to do that on this side. And this might be a 2 or 3 part video, because my videos are long form, but I try to keep them a little short. So we're going to see how this looks, see how this works out. So, and you're going to keep on filling the stitches in the ditch. This part is very easy, but you don't want to get overconfident, because you can easily, I have done it many times. I've done the accurate counting, and I just knew I had everything on point. It was all together, and I had it all together. And I look at it at the end of the piece that I'm working on, and it's looking all kinds of crazy. And I'm like, what do I do? And sometimes I have to go all the way back through it. I have to go all the way back through it. And I mean all the way back through it. And take every single bead out to where the mistake is. And once I do that, once I fix the mistake, then I will go back through every bead that I was already going through. I know you see this looks crazy, but don't worry about it. It will straighten up as you go. So it will. Because you are in control. Always remember, you are in control of the beads. Yes, they are little beads, and they're going to want to control and manipulate you and make you feel intimidated. But you are in control of the beads. They will go where you want them to go, not where they want you to go. So it's just a matter of, let me see, yeah. Always be aware of that, the thread tail, because it loves to get in the way. So now that we have finished, we're getting ready to step up again. Okay, we're getting ready to step up again. I feel like, no, I didn't. About to say, I feel like I made a mistake, but I didn't. I see I didn't. And sometimes you do that. I don't care how long you've been beading. You will feel like you made a major mistake. And once you step up, we're going to do another row. This will be, looking at the time, it will be a 2-part video, because I don't want the video to be extremely, extremely long. I don't want it to be extremely long. But I definitely want to make sure that you get all of the information that you need to complete these steps. And I'm trying to make sure I stay in frame. I really don't sew that fast because of the anxiety that I have. So I don't sew fast. I sew well, but I don't sew extremely fast. I usually sew in a flow when I'm flowing, and in a meditative way. So that's usually how I sew, and you know, when I'm working on a piece. So yeah. So we're gonna keep going. We're still in the stage of adding a stitch in a ditch, and which is creating circular peyote. That's what we're doing. And we're going to do 3 rows of this. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do 3 rows. I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving and you enjoyed your family. We're going to continue to add a stitch in the ditch. Yeah. All right. So another stitch in a ditch, and in this one we are going to step up, which we're going to come through this one like this, and then we're going to step up in the next one, and this is going to be the final row. Okay, and we're going to continue to add a stitch in a ditch. This part is fairly simple, and it can be done fairly quickly, and then after you make it, you can go on with the next phases of your project. And the Rivoli may be all that you use. So, and we're going to continue. And okay. And this will be part 2. I was thinking about whether the part 2s should be the following week or in the same week or potentially the next day. So I'm still processing that because I have a lot on my plate. So we're going to continue, and we're going to see how far we get with this, because we are literally almost done. We are almost done with it. Doesn't take that long. Usually you do 3 rows, and then the next step after this, we're going to do the same thing, trying to stay in frame, and we're going to add the next step. So we're going to see how far we can get with this. Okay. So you're going to continue to add. Okay. So I will probably have it where you will see the second part the following Sunday, because Sundays are the days that I have decided to do tutorials. Okay. So again, we're going to step up. Okay. And this is the main frame part of the bezel. Okay. So we're going to stop right here, and we are going to proceed with the following steps in part 2 of this video. So until next time, happy beading.